All right, let's begin with all that's going down right now in the state of West Bengal after BJP President JP Nadda and Bengal in charge Kailash Vijayvargiya's convoy was attacked in West Bengal. The West Bengal Chief Secretary has replied to the MHA which had sought an explanation. Now, he's replied back saying BJP chief was given adequate security during his visit. The top official of Bengal said that 3 FIRs have now been registered against 7 persons, and all those 7 have been arrested. The Chief Secretary and DGP, meanwhile, have sought an exemption from the MHA summon. Mind you, the MHA, the Ministry of Home, had summoned these officials to Delhi. Now, they have replied back seeking exemption, saying the probe into the matter is on. In midst of all of this, the governor, as usual, has come in. Jagdeep Dhankar has also submitted his report to the Ministry of Home Affairs. Sources say that the governor told the centre that there wasn't enough adequate security arrangement for the convoy. He also claims that security protocol were not followed despite prior intimation of Nadda's visit. Prime Minister Modi has now spoken to JP Nadda and Kailash Vijayvargiya to inquire about their well-being. Furious over the attack against their leader, BJP workers in several parts of India took to the streets in protest. Meanwhile, months after his Bengal outreach, the Home Minister, Amit Shah, will now visit the state on the 19th and the 20th of December.
सवाल ये नहीं है, सवाल गलती कोई भी करे, गलती हो सकती है। प्रति गलती को संरक्षण प्रदेश का मुखिया दे, तो ये चिंता की बात है और कोई बात नहीं। कल अगर घटना हो गई, टीएमसी के लोगों ने अगर पथराव कर दिया, तो मुख्यमंत्री को अपने बड़प्पन का ध्यान रखते हुए उन कार्यकर्ताओं की निंदा करना चाहिए थी, पर उल्टा उन्होंने नड्डा जी के ऊपर आरोप लगा दिया और जिस शब्दों का किया गया, मैं समझता हूँ बहुत शर्मनाक है और किसी मुख्यमंत्री से हम ऐसी अपेक्षा नहीं करते।
आज के बीजेपी जेपी नाड्डा ऐसे डायमंड हार्बारे गিয়ে গাড্ডায় পড়েছে। তা আমি কি করতে পারি? সাধারণ মানুষের ক্ষোভের বহিঃপ্রকাশের দায়িত্ব তো আমার নয়। লকডাউনের সময় মানুষের খোঁজ নেননি আপনারা। কখনো জিএসটি, কখনো নোটবন্দি, কখনো একাধিক জনবিরোধী প্রকল্পগুলো করে মানুষের জীবনের দিনের পর দিন আপনারা অন্ধকার নিয়ে এসেছেন। একদিন খোঁজ নেননি। কবার অমিত শাহ এসছে লকডাউনে? আপনারা বলুন আমাকে। কবার জেপি নাড্ডাকে আপনারা লকডাউনের সময় দেখতে পেয়েছেন? এই কল্যাণ ব্যানার্জি কবার গেছে?
Has Mamta ji become so desperate? We are proud of our democracy. You can differ. But this has rarely been heard that the All India President of the ruling party, which is ruling the country and so many states, has to suffer these kinds of violent attacks. He was saved by Providence. Other senior friends like Kailash Vijayvargiya and many others, including media people, did suffer. Maybe his bulletproof car saved him. Therefore, does it show the sheer desperation of Mamta ji? If that's the case, then I will only tell you, I still believe that you fought the violence of the left to come to power. If you are exceeding their violence, you will suffer from the people in a much strident manner what the left suffered.
Violation of
the governor of West Bengal.
Size of power and behind.
And joining me now is the governor of West Bengal as our newsmaker tonight. I'm joined by Jagdeep Dhankar. Appreciate your joining us, sir. Let's get it very clear. Where do you now stand on this Mamta Banerjee versus the centre battle? Do you believe there is a constitutional breakdown in Bengal that necessitates potentially the implementation of President's rule in the state?
Well, I wouldn't react on that, but the situation reflected yesterday was very alarming. It poses serious threat to democratic fabric. You cannot believe it that early morning when I got inputs that moves were afoot to disrupt the planned visit of the BJP president to a predetermined function, I alerted the DGP of the state by talking to him at 8 o'clock. I got in touch with the Chief Secretary also. I shared the material with them. And I get a message from Chief Secretary at 8:19, 19 minutes after 8. He says, respected sir, I have alerted and sensitized DGP. Rajdeep, half an hour thereafter, when I get alarming reports that people were on rampage, the state apparatus was totally in support, they were engaged in activities not expected of them, I wrote a message to both Chief Secretary and DGP. I indicated to them, have you given them immunity? Are they law unto themselves? And I shared my anguish with them. I am put to shame by your acts of omission and commission. They were in silence zone after 9 a.m. The incident happened hours thereafter.
No,
How
are you
can we
saying?
have
Are you saying
any
therefore
belief
you're
in
making a
democracy
serious allegation?
if
Are
a
you saying
political
that despite
activity-
the just a minute, sir. Despite the warnings that you gave the Chief Secretary and the DGP, these incidents happened. Are you suggesting therefore that they ignored your warnings, or that they did not act in the manner that they should have? Is that what you are suggesting today, Mr. Governor?
You are right. You are right, Rajdeep. I not only informed them, I not only cautioned them, I gave them adequate inputs. And the Chief Secretary committed to me that he has alerted the DGP and used the word sensitize the DGP. Then after half an hour when I find situation is not looking up, I send a message at 9 a.m. and this is hours before, and I sent them material. So there is no reason for them not to know what was happening.
So you are saying you had an
not only
apprehension
failure,
that violence could
I
take
am led to
place. The
believe by
Mamata Banerjee
sequence of
government, on
events.
the other hand, is suggesting that this has been stage managed by the BJP. That this entire incident has been stage managed in a way to discredit her government. You are claiming you had apprehensions of violence. The West Bengal government says this has all been stage managed.
Let me tell you, Rajdeep, I invite your attention to the letter of the Chief Minister to the Union Home Secretary today, which is in circulation in social media. That letter is not in sync with the statement of Chief Minister. You'll be surprised and appalled at it. But let me tell you, what happened yesterday, that was the day when entire world was celebrating human rights. And human rights in the state of West Bengal were in flames. Earlier, the chairman of Human Rights Commission told me the Human Rights Commission is on ventilator. I saw yesterday, in spite of my being cautioned, such kind of activities taking place, they would shame any democratic governance. And look at the reaction thereafter.
The Trinamool Congress government is
anyone
saying you are
digest
the
in a
BJP's
country like
unelected
ours?
hatchet man. You are the BJP's unelected hatchet man masquerading as a governor. Who are you to investigate the alleged attack? It is not the governor to investigate. The police is doing so. FIRs have been filed. People have been arrested. But when you are now coming out and targeting the Bengal government, you are acting as the BJP's hatchet man.
Rajdeep, whatever they say is not going to deter me from my constitutional duty. Who I am the one to protect, defend and preserve Indian constitution. Mamata ji has to follow it. When she is not following it, I step in. I can't be taken to be having kid gloves or feet of clay, a post office or a rubber stamp. I can't fiddle in Raj Bhavan when democracy is in flames. Can you imagine a chief minister, a constitutional functionary, talking to someone, you are an outsider? Rajdeep, can you beat it? Will you be an outsider in the state of West Bengal?
Sir, but
Rajdeep
you
may
have
not be
asked the
living in
chief
state of West
minister.
Bengal.
You have asked the chief
He's a
minister
citizen
to
of this
delete
country.
her video where she has attacked
Constitutional
JP
functionaries in
Nadda.
the country.
You have asked the chief minister to apologize. Is it the role of the governor to do this? You are supposed to be a neutral umpire. You are clearly taking the sides. You are clearly taking sides.
Yes,
Is the
a good
accusation
question.
against you?
Rajdeep, Rajdeep, rightly so. Let me tell you, have you seen that video?
Yes, I
Can
have.
you digest it? A chief minister talking about president of the ruling party, look at the manner, look at the language. And therefore, several people called me, Governor, our Bengali culture has been outraged. This is insult to our Bengali culture. A sense of Bengali culture has been decimated. And moved by the spirit of these people, I appeal to the Chief Minister, please reflect, withdraw this video. It is an insult to Bengali culture. It is insult to the office you hold. It is insult to any political activity you have engaged in.
And you
Can
think by doing this, by saying this in public, you are following what your constitutional responsibilities are. You don't think you are overstepping your constitutional responsibilities by targeting the Chief Minister?
I don't target anyone, let me tell you. I confine to constitutional parameters. I am not deterred by who says what. I believe in the script of the Constitution. I go by that dictum and look at, I cannot have a situation where someone says, look at the Diamond Harbour young MP, the expression he uses. I tell the young MP, those who rise by leaps and bounds, and mark my words carefully, have pitfalls ahead of them. Sir, can we save democracy?
Sir, but this is the
If
language of a
political
politician.
activity
You seem to
depends
be sounding more and
only
more
on
like
one
a
factor,
politician, like a
that you
player
are on the
ahead
right
of the
side of the ruling
Bengal
party.
elections, taking on the Bengal government. That is why the Bengal government is saying you're not a neutral umpire, you're batting for the Home Ministry and the centre, that you are not that you are playing the role of a politician now. You're a player.
No, let me tell you, you would have been a very good lawyer to cross-examine, but let me tell you, I mince no words in telling. I am not a stakeholder in politics. I am not concerned which political party plays what politics. It is their cup of tea, their lookout. But if a consultant appointed by one party makes intrusion in the corridors of power, infiltrates it without authority of law, the political executive is in support mode. The administrative machinery is in supine mode. Sir, the governor is called upon to do his duty. I have asked the government in writing, sanitize the power corridors. If I don't do it, I'll be failing in my duty.
Sir, but,
Similarly,
but the fact is you have been doing this for the last 1 year, more than a year. You have been tweeting, you have been making these comments, you have been passing remarks, but nothing seems to change on the ground. The political violence continues. So I'm asking you now, with 4 months left to the elections in Bengal, do you believe that Bengal should go under president's rule ahead of those elections? I want a straight answer.
No. Before that, Rajdeep, let me tell you. If the governor has been talking of certain issues, your impression that that is not impactful is wrong. I had indicated to the bureaucracy, you are public servants, you cannot act as political servants. If you act as political workers, you are violating your conduct, you are risking law. Many have changed. Only a handful are left now, let me tell you. At the end of the day, people have a conscience of their own. Therefore, your impression that things are not changing is not that way. The politicized police is rethinking its role now. And my greatest hope is the first-time voters, the voters at large, they are the greatest stakeholders in democracy. I'm not concerned with who wins, who loses. I'm concerned only with the mechanism.
No, are you appealing to first-time voters to vote out the Mamta government, Mr. Hansal? Are you telling the first-time voters of Bengal to vote out the Mamta government?
No. No, you are putting words in my mouth, Rajdeep. I am not telling any voter to vote in a particular manner. I only want voters to vote freely, fairly, fearlessly, and with no consequences for voting. And this I am doing because from all over the state, people have been telling me, and first-time voters, it's a great participation in democracy. First-time voters have a great role to play. Whom they vote is not my concern. Who gets elected, I am not concerned. I would be happy with anyone getting elected, only with one rider. The election must be in accordance with rule of law.
Okay.
Election must not be rigged.
Do you therefore
and police
believe, Mr.
officers
Governor, in
should not be
conclusion,
used by a
that
political
Bengal,
party.
do you believe
is
that
what I am
Bengal
indicating
will have
now.
a free and fair election? According to the Mamata Banerjee government, even yesterday in Mr. Nadda's convoy, there was central forces were available. Therefore, according to the Bengal government, they must not be blamed. I ask you, therefore, in conclusion, do you believe Bengal will have a free and fair election?
I will work for it. I assure the people of the state of West Bengal, we cannot imperil democracy and everything will be done. Things that had taken place earlier will not be allowed to happen. But number one, Rajdeep, do spare time for the state of West Bengal. Once you will come here, you will charge me that you never found a man understating a case. If I am indicating to you the gravity and enormity of compromising of democracy in the state of West Bengal, mind you, I am revealing only tip of the iceberg.
I will ask you one
cannot
final time, therefore, Mr. Governor,
the plight of
if
people
today,
in the state
if
of
today
West Bengal.
Mamata Banerjee turns around and says Jagdeep Dhankar is acting, as I said, as the henchman of Amit Shah, JP Nadda, Narendra Modi and the BJP leadership, what will you tell her?
She would never say that. You trust me. Mamata Banerjee can never pick up this courage to say so, because then she will have to read my letters. She has not replied to many of them. And I have put everything in black and white. What I am indicating to you, Rajdeep, I have put more sharply to Mamata Banerjee. In writing, I'll share the documents with you as and when you happen to be here, or I can share it with you wherever you are. You will be surprised that here is a governor who is acting with such sense of accountability and transparency, that is writing everything to the Chief Minister, and Chief Minister is not picking up courage to reply to those communications.
Okay.
And those communications non-response means a cover-up exercise of corruption, nepotism, favoritism, and totally politicized working of the police. Financial bunglings are taking place to a level which will put anyone to shame if one believes in democracy and accountability.
Let me
I
leave
am
it
only
there.
understating the case.
Let me leave it there, Mr. Dhankar, because you are saying you are acting as a responsible constitutional functionary. The Bengal government is saying you are a political player at the moment in the battle for Bengal. I appreciate, though, your joining me and speaking to me so candidly. Thank you so much.